snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys, so I am here today to do a kind of different video. It's not exactly a tag, but it's more of a just sit down and talk to you guys instead of reviewing a book or anything like that. And I actually saw this video on Common Touch of Fantasy, which is Paul's channel, and I will link that down below for you guys to go and check him out because he's amazing. I really love watching his videos and he's become a great friend of mine over the last couple months. He actually did this video on his channel and he called it 10 Things That He Has Learned from Booktube. I sat down after watching his video, considered what he had said, and thought about what a booktube meant to me and what it had taught me in the time I've been doing it. I've been doing it for about 1.5 years now and I really enjoy it, but I wanted to sit down and just kind of tell you guys what it means to me and what I've learned from doing it and how it's helped me. I've learned that there is a real sense of community on YouTube, and especially in terms of book reviewers and booktubers. I absolutely love being a part of the community because everyone is so incredibly nice. And even people who have differing opinions to me, nearly always they are very considerate of my own feelings and my own points, and they will intellectually talk back to me and respond to whatever I have said, and I love that. I love the fact that I can have a differing opinion to someone, but it won't be abusive or anything like that. It will be a discussion and it will be interesting to talk to people about why they feel one way about a book and why I feel differently. I love that, and I think the community as a whole is just incredibly nice. And we are very, very lucky that book readers, book lovers and book reviewers all seem to have an appreciation for one another, and there is a sort of level of trust there and people seem to be very nice. A lot of other communities on YouTube, for example gaming communities, do tend to be a fair amount more toxic and there is a lot more hatred in the comments and things like that, which is quite sad obviously. I don't think that Booktube has kind of got to that level yet, and I really hope that it doesn't, because at the moment I love the way that it is and I love being able to express my own opinions and hear other people's and have a real sense of back and forth discussion and community, and I love that. So that is one thing I have learned about Booktube in particular that I really appreciate. The amount of support is incredible. The amount of you guys who have subscribed to my channel is incredible to me. I am not far away from 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. I cannot even picture that in my head. Just the amount of people who watch and comment and daily interact with my videos and are really, really nice to me, give me different recommendations and give me ideas of videos. You guys are so supportive. You're always there. You're always spurring me on to make new videos and come up with new ideas, and I love it and I cannot thank you guys enough. So there's so much support out there. And not just on my channel as well, I see it on everyone else's channels. I see people who comment on my videos, commenting on other videos by other YouTubers, and I love seeing that. I think one of the best things about YouTube and doing Booktube in particular is that the number of books I read has increased. Not a substantial amount because I always was a reader, I always love reading. I've always enjoyed sitting down with a good book and I've always been quite a fast reader, so I've always been able to get through a fair amount. But since joining YouTube, I've had more recommendations and more drive to get through books because I want to read everything, absorb everything, and be a part of so many more discussions and fandoms. And I love being able to read loads of books and talk with you guys about them. The quality of my reading is better. Before I started YouTube, I tended to just pick up whatever was popular, and I knew I liked fantasy, but I didn't know for definite that that was the genre I wanted to read. As soon as I started doing YouTube, I really got into fantasy quite early on, stuck with it ever since. I'm in love with fantasy as a genre and all of the subgenres that kind of fit into that I love. So I know exactly where I want to be, and therefore the quality of my books is nearly always high. I give a lot of 4 and 5 star ratings because I know that you guys will recommend me books that I am probably going to like, and I will tend to pick up books that are in the same vein as other books I like, or have similar writing styles or approaches to characters, etc. So I know that whatever I read now, it's nearly always good, and it's quite rare for me to get a bad book, which is great because who wants to read a bad book? No one. The number of bookish friends that I have made is outstanding to me. I have so many people who I can call my friend through the internet, through YouTube, through Goodreads, and I am so grateful for that. I did not have a large amount of friends who read in real life, and I think one of the best things about YouTube is being able to connect with people from all over the world, all different time zones, all different places, and be friends with them because we have a shared common interest of books, of reading, of characters, of worlds, of all sorts of things. And I love that, and I have made so many wonderful, wonderful friends and wonderful people, and talked to so many intelligent people who know so much more than I do and can open my eyes to even more in the fantasy and sci-fi world. And it's great. It's so, so good. It's the most fun I've ever had with reading. It's the most fun I've ever had with generally any of my hobbies because there's so many people out there who enjoy it, and it is wonderful. One thing I've learned about me in particular is that buddy reading and read-alongs really, really motivate me. I have never tried a buddy read or read-along before I started doing YouTube, and since joining YouTube I now have my own read-along group, which I will link down below for you guys to check out if you want to, and that is on Goodreads, where every month I host 1 or 2 books and we read them and talk about them, and we have good long discussions that are spoilery and in-depth and exciting, and I love that. Equally, I also have a Voxer account, which is where I talk to loads of other booktubers who I am good friends with now, and we all communicate and we read books in tandem with each other. We plan out what books we're going to read each month, and we have a great, great time experiencing these new worlds or continuing series together and sharing all of our thoughts and feelings. And that is such a huge motivation, because when you know that there are people readily available to talk to you about the books you love, it makes them so much more enjoyable. Booktubeathon and Year of Cosmere and all of these awesome things that I'm involved in or that I've taken part in the past really motivate me. Year of Cosmere is such a great thing. I am so looking forward to hosting May, which is my month, and generally just big read-alongs where there is a whole real sense of community and everyone is commenting and everyone is sharing it and having fun. It is the best feeling to sit down and read through the comments that you guys leave both on my videos and on Goodreads groups. Yeah, it just makes my day so much brighter and so much happier when I've got a lot of comments from you guys to read and talk to you and enjoy being a booktuber. I love fantasy. I had read a lot of dystopian, I'd read a lot of kind of YA generally. I had read fantasy before. I'd read mostly children's fantasy before I started YouTube, some adult fantasy but not much at all. I had read some Brandon Sanderson before I joined YouTube, some of the Game of Thrones and things like that, but very, very stereotypical fantasy, whereas now I feel like my fantasy has extended so broadly and I know so much about the different intricacies and subgenres and subplots within fantasy and what makes them up and what I like more and what things I want to try out, and it's just all down to people recommending me books and being the support system that I needed and wanted with booktubing. My confidence and my passion for books has really flourished, and I'm sure that you guys will know. If you guys have ever looked back through my channel, I do keep all of my videos from when I first began. None of them have been deleted, and all of the ones when I first began are incredibly awkward and I do not look comfortable in front of the camera. That's because I wasn't. I didn't know what to do, and I definitely wasn't very good at articulating my thoughts and really getting to the depths of why I like a book and what it is that I love. Now I feel like my quality of my videos has greatly improved over time. I love looking back through them. My passion, I feel like, comes through so much more now, and because I've got someone to share it with, and I've got you guys out there to share it with and enjoy talking about it with. And I'm also incredibly happy to admit that I do YouTube. It's not some sort of taboo subject or anything like that. Whenever someone asks me like, oh, what are your hobbies? I do YouTube. I love books. I love reading. I love reviewing. I love writing reviews, reading other people's reviews, watching videos about books, watching tags, watching book hauls, watching wrap-ups. All of this stuff is incredible, so much fun. And I'm definitely proud of my channel now. I have improved, I've got better, and I think that my videos just keep getting better, and they will continue to do so. I'll probably look back on this video in the future and be like, God, maybe that was a bit bad, maybe I should have done things differently. Right now, I'm happy with the quality of my videos. I don't feel like I have to get a new camera or that I have to get new editing software or anything like that. I'm happy with the way that I present myself in my videos, the way that I talk about things, and generally, I'm happy to admit that I love books so much. The fact that my recommendations inspire people, that is one of the most humbling and nicest things that someone can say to me. I love it when you guys comment on my videos and say thank you for recommending X book to me. I loved it. I am so happy that you got me into this. I'm so happy that you introduced me to fantasy. I'm so happy that I found your channel. All of these things, all of these lovely comments make my day so much happier, and you guys are the best people for sure, and I cannot thank you guys enough. It really makes my day when that happens, and the fact that I am helping you guys to find something you love is the best thing, because other people and other booktubers do the exact same for me, and they will recommend things to me and you guys will recommend things to me, and it's brilliant. I began making videos for me, and I still make videos for me at the end of the day. The reason I make them is because I'm passionate and I love sharing that with people, but it's kind of evolved from me just making it for me making them to share with you, and that's the thing I love, is that I'm not just making them for myself because I'm bored or anything like that. I'm making them because I know that it's going to provoke discussion and it's going to encourage people to talk to me and make them think a little bit more about the books that I'm reviewing or anything like that. And I really enjoy making videos not only for me but to share with you guys. One thing I've noticed about my channel in comparison to a lot of other channels, I like to make long videos. A lot of other people tend to make shorter videos. They tend to sort of limit themselves to 5 or 10 minutes. They imagine that this is due to their cameras cutting off at 10 minutes. A lot of cameras do only record for 10 minutes and then cut off and you have to restart them. My camera actually records for half an hour, so I can ramble away at my heart's content, and that's what I do. That is what I do. I don't like to limit myself with reviews, so I like to, if it's a short book, it's probably going to have less to say about it. If it's a long book, there's probably going to be a load to say about it. So I like to sit down and I like to talk to my camera and ramble as much as I need to get my points across. So if my videos are a bit longer, that's why I love doing long videos. I love watching people who do long videos, so that's what I make, and yeah. It seems like some of you guys might like that because you're subscribed to me, so YouTube and Booktube has pushed me to want to push my editing skills further. Even though I don't feel like I have to get a better camera or I have to get better software, I want to in the future definitely try and push the limits of my editing skills and find out whether this is something I really want to discover more of, and I want to do more kind of art-focused videos. I would love to do loads of art-focused videos because I am a graphic design student and I don't really showcase that much with you guys because it's very, very difficult to sort of plan out. But I do want to do more vlog videos, I do want to do more artistic videos, and generally just videos that showcase things in a really beautiful way. I think some of the most interesting videos on YouTube for me personally are people who can film with really cool angles and people who edit things in such beautiful ways. They cut everything together and it looks wonderful, or they use different filters and stuff. I want to be able to say that I tried that and I push myself and I do that sort of thing. So I will definitely in the future experiment further, and this is not something I plan to give up anytime soon. I love books with characters that are brilliant, worlds that are interesting, and amazing magic systems. All of these things are really, really what draws me to a story. Any of them together is amazing. Any of them on their own can be a definite draw. Pretty covers is certainly a massive draw as well. I do love a good pretty cover. Anything can draw me to a book, and if a couple of you guys recommend it, the likelihood is I may go and check it out and pick it up. I have no willpower. Most other people go on book buying bans and they stop themselves from buying books. I don't do that. I don't even try to do that. I have no willpower, not when it comes to books. And I don't want to limit myself. I want to have as many books as I can get, and I want to be proud of them and happy with them and enjoy reading them. This whole channel is mostly about reading. It's about expressing myself. It's about talking to people and connecting with people and discussing books, and books are my passion and I love them. So now we are at the end of the video. It's probably going to be really, really long, so I apologise, but if you got to the end, congratulations, you are a super fan. Thank you all for watching. I would love to hear your discussions about anything I've mentioned and what Booktube means to you. If you have done a video kind of relating to this, link it to me down below and I would love to watch it. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel, talking to me, commenting, being wonderful people. So I will see you all very, very soon in another video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little